Hello, this is Sean from MLabs, and I'm going to do the final Purus milestone video right now. So as for a technical demonstration, I'm using the Purus package manager that was written as part of the last milestone. And I'm just going to show you that I'm in the directory of the main branch, as is on GitHub in the Purus package repository. And I'm inside the templates directory, as you can see here. And I'm just going to build the project. So to show you what this is, it's a very simple template project that just has like a dummy validator, basically. This is the pure script file. Again, you can check on GitHub. And when I build it, you will see that there is well, let me just show you. There is no output directory now, and there will be one once I type make, and it does its stuff. And if I look at this file that was created, this is a serialized UPLC script, and that should suffice to demonstrate that the project works. I have to move on because of the very rigid time requirements. Okay, so which challenge did you enter and why? We entered the open source development ecosystem challenge because it's open source, it's published on an open repository on an open source license. We received this much ADA, 619,761. Don't think there's anything else to add there. Okay, once your project went live, how did you progress? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm just leaving the responses up here, and I'm going to read them in case I run out of time. So while we completed all of the milestones and produced a working pure script frontend for UPLC, we ran into several unexpected and difficult technical challenges. At the beginning of the project, and you can see this in the proposal, we assumed that the most difficult technical challenge would be resolving the incompatibility between PureScript and PIR or UPLC with respect to row types and specifically records. So PureScript supports row types and row-backed records, whereas Plutus does not at a very fundamental level. I don't think I have time to explain in more detail. So this actually ended up being pretty simple. The initial implementation that we wrote solved it. And yeah, that went better than expected. The most significant technical challenge we faced was something that we didn't expect, which was the difficulty of translating pattern matching or case expressions from PureScript into PIR or UPLC. When we wrote the proposal, we failed to fully appreciate just how different the representations of these language constructs are in each of the two languages being PureScript and PIR, since we target PIR initially. So we went through several different solutions and implemented them, and all of them except the final one suffered from very, very subtle problems that are not apparent if you work on simple examples only, before discovering a solution that we believe works robustly. Our most significant technical achievement is likely the solution to that case expression translation problem. This required original research and is based on an analogy with something from formal logic called semantic tableau. The problem is roughly similar to reconstructing a tableau from its terminal nodes, and we intend to write a paper on this eventually. Aside from that problem, most of our difficulties consisted in squashing compiler bugs. We underestimated the amount of time that would consume and the difficulty of that, which was made significantly worse by the sparse documentation for both PureScript and PIR, so the source language and the target language. So that you just saw the demonstration. And what's next? So we have a compiler. We have tests for it. We're pretty sure it works as well as the tests show. But due to the time that we got caught up debugging, we didn't have enough time budget to implement a number of optimizations, which we believe are necessary before this can be used in a real production environment. And so we will likely seek additional funding to implement those optimizations and expand the test suite and utilities, which I have 20 seconds and can't explain why. But there are limitations, technical limitations on what we can test due to the nature of the globally unique indices we have to keep in order to maintain compatibility with the PIR compiler. So we will probably seek funds for both optimizations and improving the testing tools to ensure that those optimizations don't break anything.